Here we have a split hammer rail from a Steinway B. The one on the top you can see the split, and the lower rail is the new one we got from Steinway, and as you can see the holes don't line up. So we turned to John Dewey outside of Chicago, who custom bored this rail for us, and as you can see the holes fit perfectly. Okay. We start by sliding the rail through the brackets, and we've taken very careful measurements. We have to line it up perfectly in all three dimensions, up, down, front, back, and side to side. And we take wooden wedges and affix the rail. And of course we've taken some old parts before we remove the old rail and regulated them so we can align them up. And we've also taken careful measurements with a caliper. We make sure the screw holes are vertical. And we check the spread on the old parts and the new parts at 113 millimeters to make sure it's in the correct position before we solder it in with a jeweler's torch. I used to use a soldering iron until I switched over to a jeweler's torch, which is much more efficient, and it's actually quicker. And that's the key to this. You want to get in and out very quickly so as not to damage the core of the new rail, which I believe is made of maple. So we heat the bracket first. Right there we're heating the bracket, and we get in and out again very quickly. As soon as that melts and affixes to the bracket and the rail, we get out of there. And as we solder one side, we of course let it cool before we solder the other side to reduce the risk of burning that core. And once we get the rail soldered in, we cut off the sides, and we have here just a rock-solid new hammer rail in the perfect position. And as you can see, we've already started putting on new whippings. Here we're using Wessel, Nickel, and Gross action parts for a customer in Houston who's concerned about the high humidity and wanted the WNG parts. So here's what a new installed hammer rail on a Steinway looks like. And finally, we're installing new hammers, shanks, and flanges to the new hammer rail.